Okay, we're making yogurt biscuits with Teresa. Teresa, tell us what you're doing here.
Okay, I've got a cup and a half of self-rising flour in my bowl. I'm going to add a pinch of salt, mix it in with a fork. I'm going to kind of make a well in the middle of the flour. And I'm going to put in a cup and a quarter of Greek yogurt. Scrape
And you
that.
can use any kind of yogurt, but you
Yes.
like the Greek yogurt the best.
I like the
Okay.
way it tastes because I like it. These biscuits have more of a, they're almost like a sourdough taste because of this Greek yogurt, and I like that taste. So,
Yeah.
and what you start doing is just making a circle. You're just kind of pulling the dry flour into the wet, and
Using a fork.
using a fork.
Okay.
I always use a fork. That's what my mother did. That's what I do. I just do. But you could probably use a spoon just as well. Pull it in, and now at a certain point, very quickly, we're not going to worry if everything is all mixed in. I'm going to scrape this off. You're going to have a really wet dough in here. I'm going to
With some dry parts still.
with some dry parts,
Okay.
and it's kind of slaggy is what I call it. Pick it up, put it over here. I go in and kind of pick up some more of the flour that's wet and just work it in, pulling some of the flour that we put on the bowl on the board here.
So you want a well-floured surface.
Yes, a well-floured surface.
Yes.
And sometimes I just go back to this bowl and pull out more, so as not to waste, you know. And then you start working it into a ball or a flat kind of like this. Now, what you want is the surface of this is not a really smooth, overworked biscuit. I'll pat it out to about a ½ inch thick. I'm going to take a little more flour, extra flour, put it on the board, put the cutter in it, go straight down, don't twist.
Okay.
Shake the biscuit loose, put it on your pan.
And that's about an inch thick.
It's about an inch
Your
thick,
dough.
maybe a half.
Very soft.
Yeah,
Okay.
very soft, very wet. And what I'm trying to learn, I learned this from a friend, is not to twist my cutter, because the sides will be higher and more flaky looking.
If it's not
If you
twisted.
don't twist, if you do this kind of thing, you're sealing the edges.
Okay.
So if you just go straight down, you kind of end up with a flakier biscuit.
And on the pan, you can either put them together so they're touching and they kind of bake into one another, so you don't have all the crusty sides, or like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
However you like your biscuit.
Right. And this is a mix that doesn't, this biscuit dough doesn't make a lot of biscuits, but what it does is really good. So shake that out. I usually end up with about maybe 10 biscuits out of this recipe.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that.
There you go.
Fresh biscuits with 2 ingredients in under 2 minutes,
Yeah,
I'd say.
absolutely. I think I can squeeze one more out of here. Okay. Then you just put these in a 425-degree oven and bake them until they rise up and they're golden brown. That's it.